On the 28th of May 2022, the Teqball Eswatini Clubs Tour Doubles Edition was underway, hosted by Team Olymp Africa in Lobamba at the Olympic Center. The day started out with light fog as preparations were being done, a very important aspect of Teqball when lines have to be marked. The service line, which is 2 meters from the table, which shows players where to execute their service. Illegal attack lines were also marked to make it easier for referees to see when players cross the line and return the ball. Teams that were present on the day were Eswatini Blues, Black Monopoly, Malkens Vondos, Ematekas, the hosts Olymp Africa, and Musi Double Classic. The trophy and medals were already on display as this was the day for winners to lift the trophy. Teams arrived in numbers looking very happy and excited to start the proceedings. It was registration time with Team Malkens Vondos registering first and getting their kit. Team Eswatini Blues followed, led by Team Captain Gcina Dlamini. Nati for the hosts collecting his kit, with Black Monopoly also arriving along with referee Senzo Mota. Our sponsors were also there to make sure they graced the event. The stage was set. Players were already on the warm-up courts getting themselves ready as the sun cleared the fog. It was time to start as teams took time to pose for pictures.
We're good. We're going all the way. Yay!
As always, our referees were good and ready to officiate matches as Senzo Mota and Ntombi Nkambule walk into the court to begin their first match of the day. On the other court, referees Nogwazi Dlamini and Mhlengi Dlamini were doing match protocol for the match between Ematekas and Malkens Vondos. Senzo and Ntombi were also doing the same for the match between hosts Olymp Africa and Eswatini Blues. The match between Ematekas and Vondos began as Vondos executed their first service beautifully. Ematekas Mbela returning it comfortably with his left knee, Vondos with the knee as well. Ematekas Samgelo unable to control the ball properly there and they lose the point. On the other side with the score at 10-4, Nati serves with his head, Blues return with the knee, Nati returns with his knee, only from Landvo to harvest it beautifully to his partner, who returns it with his right foot. Nati brings it back with his head and Blues fail to get that onto the table. Captain Menzimnisi serves with his signature head serve. Blues return with the right foot. Senzo brings it back with his head. Blues back with the head as well. Senzo with his right knee. Blues with the right foot, only for the ref to call a repeated return from them and they lose that point. With the hosts leading 11-2, it was Team Blues to serve. Nati gives an amazing sniper. Blues brings it back with the head as well, and Senzo misses the table with that shoulder touch. Blues serve, only to lose that point with Nati's knee return that bounced 3 times on their side. The hosts won that match 2-0.
Jerry, Mandile, table B.
It was Team Ematekas to play Malken's Vondos. The score was already in Team Emateka's favor as they were leading 2-1 at the beginning of the first set. Njabuliso from Ematekas returns with his head, for Vondos Jerry to have his first touch on his arm, and the referee calls handball.
Point, Ematekas. Change service. Change receiver. Ematekas to serve. First service.
Ematekas serve. Vondos return with the right foot. Ematekas bring it back with the head. Vondos' head return fails as Jerry steps on the line and ref calls an illegal attack. On to table C. The other Vondos duo, made up of Ncedisi Kunene and Vuyani Ngobese, was playing with Musi double classics Ndeni Mbuyisa and Ncelumusa Mabuza. The score was at 3-2, with the team from Mangayane leading the set. Vuyani serving with his head, Ndeni returning with his head, Ncedisi bringing it back with his head, only for Ncelumusa's right foot's return to hit the edge. Things did not seem to be going well for the Musi duo as Malken's Vondos was leading 7-4. Musi managed to get themselves a point and the score was at 7-5. Right next to table C was the match between the hosts Olymp Africa and Black Monopoly. The score was at 6-2 with the hosts leading as Nati serves. Villa returns with his head, Menzi returns with his right foot, but Black Monopoly failed to get it onto the table. Villa serves this time and Menzi misses the table. Villa serves again. Menzi with his right shoulder. Smangaliso heads it back. And Menzi fails to play that one. Ngosingvile Magongo took time to talk about his experience in the tournament.
My name is Ngosingvile Magongo, sir.
How was your experience on the game?
My game, first of all, I'm a referee in this Teqball federation. I'm also a player as well, so my experience is very overwhelming. I like everything I do here. I still have a lot to learn too and teach my teammates as well to play this game. But overall, it was a good performance. I can't complain.
It was action time again as Black Monopoly went against Nsingweni Blues. Black Monopoly gained a point there as Blues player Spamandla makes an illegal attack. Nsingweni Blues won the first set and were ready to begin the second set with Black Monopoly serving first. A beautiful smash from Smangaliso gives them a point. On to the other court, Team Ematekas, made up of Mbela and Samgelo, played Team Musi Double Classic, with Mbela getting a point there for his team. Mbela's second serve gets the table. Ndeni returns it with his right knee. Ematekas lose that point as Ndeni smashes it back. Ndeni serving at match point. Both teams gave a beautiful rally, only for Ematekas to fail to get the ball onto the table from Samgelo. The score was at 1-1 and teams would go on to the third set. Musi Double Classic would go on to win that match 2-1. Musi Double Classic went on to play Malken's Vondos. A beautiful rally that ended with an edge ball and the Vondos player correcting the referee about not making a repeated return. Musi to serve. Vondos return with the right foot. Musi with the head. Vondos with the head. Musi with the right foot, and Vondos fail to get it back onto the table. Members from Team Musi Double Classic and Malkens Vondos spoke about their experience in the tournament.
The game was good. It had been challenging, but we did it. So what we have to do is just to engage ourselves in more training in order to perform better next time. But the game was okay. It was good.
It was quite good, man, because my player there, Sandile, was his first game today, so I can't complain much from him. We made a few mistakes here and there, but we're trying, man. Just need more practice. Because, you missed the table, man. You really missed it.
Okay.
But, we just need more training. But we have improved.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd also like to give shout out to Teqball for giving us those moments. That's good, man.
Sure.
Thank you.
It was quarter-final time as Team Malkens Vondos went against hosts Olymp Africa on table D. Vondos' second serve gets the table. Nati snipes it back. Jerry's head return misses the table. On to the other court with another quarterfinal with the other Vondos duo of Mncedi Sibunene and Vuyani Ngobese against Emateka's Taribo Bembe and Jabuliso Simelane. Beautiful rally from both teams as Taribo returns with his right foot and Vondos fail to get it back as Taribo celebrates their first set win. On table D, Vondos serve. Menzi returns with the head. Jerry returns with his right knee. Nati's head attempt unfortunately hits the net. Jerry serves. Nati returns with his right leg. And Bandile fails to get it back onto the table. Olymp Africa won that match 2-0. Second set on table A as Vondos serve to Ematekas. Jabuliso smashes it on the table and the Vondos duo is left defeated with that one. Ematekas won that match 2-0. It was a Mangayane semi-final match and both duos from Musi Double Classic went head-to-head. The first pair in red with Mqondisi and Dumiso, the second pair in orange with Qelumusa and Mdeni. Team Orange was raking in the points as Team Red made an illegal attack there. The second semi-final was between hosts Olymp Africa and the team from the capital city, Ematekas. Menzi's serve is returned by Njabuliso's right foot. Nati snipes it back. Taribo heads it back. A small touch from Nati's thigh and the ball bounces twice on the Ematekas side of the table, and they lose that point. Back onto the Musi semi-final with Team Orange leading 8-4. Team Red serves. Musa attempts to smash it and it hits the net. Dumiso serves again. Musa's happiness is short-lived as his return hits the net and the ball bounces on the table 3 times and the rally is repeated. Team Orange won that match to go on to the final. Back onto table D, Taribo's serve gains them a point as Nati is unable to return the ball back. Ematekas won that match to meet with Musi Double Classic in the final. It was time to play for the bronze medal. Host Team Olymp Africa against Musi Double Classic. Olymp Africa getting the points in as Ndumiso fails to land the ball on the table. Nati's knee attempt hits the edge. Mqondisi serves. Nati heads it back. Ndumiso fails to return it. Ndumiso serves. And they get a point after Menzi makes an illegal attack. Let's take a look at that one again. What a rally both teams gave out, only for Mqondisi's return to be illegal, and they lose that point. Team Olymp Africa won that match to get to third position. It was now time for the main event of the day, the final between Ematekers and Musi Double Classic. You could tell from both teams that there was a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Both teams wanted this one very bad. Ematekers' second service gets the table. What a rally that was, only for an edge ball to touch Njabuliso, and that is a point to Musi. Musi serving. Taribo returns with his right foot. Celmusa's smash fails to get onto the table. Musi serves again at match point. Taribo returns with his head. Mdeni with his head as well. Taribo attempts to smash it and it hits the net. Musi wins the first set. The Ematekers duo taking a breather in between sets and having a conversation with their teammate Mfanimbela Masuku. The second set was underway as Mdeni serves to Taribo. Njabuliso returns with his right leg. Mdeni with his head. Njabuliso with his head as well. Mdeni's right leg return fails to land on the table, a point to Ematekers. Mdeni serves. Taribo heads it back. Nice touch from Celmusa. An even nicer touch from Njabuliso as the ball bounces more than once on the Musi side. A beautiful point there as Taribo shouts out. Let's take a look at that magnificent play again. A smash serve from Taribo. Mdeni coolly returns it. Taribo smashes it back with his right leg. Celmusa controls it and Mdeni returns it with his right leg. Njabuliso fails to return it back onto the Musi side of the table. Celmusa's second serve gets on the table. Taribo heads it back. Mdeni heads it back as it hits the net, then the table, then the ground, a point to Musi. Mdeni to serve. Taribo with his head. Celmusa with his right knee. Njabuliso with his left knee. Celmusa with his head. Njabuliso with his right foot. Mdeni's chest missing the table. What a rally. At match point, Ematekers serve. Musi misses the table and Ematekers win the second set.
Point. Ematekers wins the second set. We go to the third set.
It was time for the decider as referees Nogwazi Dlamini and Vile Magongo do the coin toss.
Who's receiving? Danny is receiving. Good luck, gentlemen.
A Musi player is seen running into the court and that is not allowed, as the main referee is seen directing him out of the court. Mdeni serves. Taribo returns it with his right leg. Celmusa with his right leg as Njabuliso harvests the ball to Taribo as he heads it back. Mdeni heads it back as well. Taribo's smash fails to get onto the table. Ematekers Njabuliso serving. Mdeni coolly touches it back with his right foot, and the Ematekas duo is left stunned. Njabuliso serves again. Mdeni heads it back. Njabuliso heads it back as well. Both Musi players do not play it. The referee calls an edge ball. Both sides could not believe it. Let us take a look at that one again. With the sides switched, another edge ball from Njabuliso's return. The score at 9-7 with Ematekas leading. Taribo serves. Celmusa returns with his right foot. Taribo with his right foot as well. Celmusa with his right foot again. The refs did not miss this repeated return and called it. Taribo serves again. Musi return it with the head. Ematekas with the head. Musi's return is quickly noticed by the ref as a repeated return, and that point gives Ematekas the win for the match as they do a high five and they do their signature old man celebratory dance. Njabuliso Smelane spoke on behalf of Ematekas about the match.
It was a very tactical game. I enjoyed it personally. The opponents were very good, but we knew their weaknesses, so we exploited, and then we won the game.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
An amazing show of great sportsmanship as Ematekas and Musi Double Classic players were seen having a moment right after the match. The old congratulating the young. Prize presentation was the last item of the day, as Blues captain received some prizes from our sponsors, Oasis Water Eswatini and Premier, for being number 4 overall with 8 points, winning on playoffs with Malken's Vondos. The hosts Olymp Africa took the bronze medal with 18 points overall, as they were seen receiving their bread and water. The silver went on to Ematekas, who despite having won the match on the day against Musi, overall they were placed second with 20 points. The big winners for the day were Musi Double Classic, winning by 22 points overall and walking away with the gold medal and that beautiful trophy and lovely prizes from our sponsors. Thank you to our hosts Olymp Africa and congratulations to all the winners. We will see you on the next one.